A big political controversy has erupted over the exclusion of cricketer Sarfaraz Khan from India A team. Well, Congress national spokesperson Shama Mohamed accused head coach Gautam Gambhir of religious bias. Criticizing the non-selection of Sarfaraz Mohamed, she took to X and questioned if Sarfaraz was not being selected because of his surname. Asaduddin OAC AIMIM also questioned why Sarfaraz was not even picked for India A team despite his consistent performances in domestic cricket. Well, BJP has now hit out at Congress's Shama Mohamed, accusing the party of trying to partition Team India. Sarfaraz had quadriceps injury and missed the trophy and the Irani trophy as well. And well, to give us more perspective, better perspective, I'm now being joined by former Indian cricketer, Mr. Atul Vasan. Welcome to NDTV, Mr. Vasan. Right, first up, of course, your assessment and viewpoint on the controversy that has erupted over Sarfaraz Khan's omission from the cricket team and the communal angle, the communal hue that has been given by the Congress party.
I feel, increasingly agitated and upset about this kind of, connotation to a player being ignored because of this communal angle. And I think this is totally absurd and totally unacceptable for me. Having said that, I actually believe that Sarfaraz should have been in the mix. And I think the guy has already missed out on so much for various reasons. And I think I will blame maybe personal likes and dislikes about the team management, which you cannot hold against them because, this is their prerogative. But just somebody alleging that he was kept out because of this communal angle is hurtful and I think totally uncalled for and below the belt. And especially this lady has already put her foot in the mouth before also on Rohit Sharma's issue. So I think we should not take it seriously. But I joined the show and I could understand that this has got huge ramifications and, angle with the elections and all that. And I actually really feel sorry because, this player maybe has brought on this kind of attention to him. It could be harmful to his career. And I hope that the majority in Indian cricket will actually ignore this and not take it personally and not take it, take it out on this player because he has got a lot of cricket left in him.
Right, absolutely, Mr. Vasan. Like you, many are also saying that Sarfaraz Khan averages 110 in first-class cricket over the last 5 years, and he's also fit, but is deemed not worthy of selection. Can you give us a lowdown on the selection criteria here?
So there are two angles to this. I think this one is the selection, and I think selection has been evolving ever since. And I really believe that Indian cricket has become mature. And I think before, in our time, there used to be zonal selectors and they actually were under pressure to pitch for players from their zone, irrespective of the fact. And I think cricket is just not numbers. I heard a lot of people, quote his averages and all that. I think if that was so easy in cricket, then we don't need selectors. We can just see the averages and select players. It is not such. But I believe that, cricket has got its own ethos and timeline and propriety. And somebody who's actually worked hard to get in there should be given a full chance to either fail properly or to succeed properly. And I think this guy, scores were there and he waited a long time to get in the Indian team. But ever since, I don't understand the micros of what went wrong. But from the selector's point of view, I feel that there are a lot of players doing so well. So they are hard-pressed to bring everybody into the mix. And I think with this particular match, a lot of senior players are coming back to play. And there were very few spots. But even then, this player should not have been left out because, if he was out, he is the first guy to get a chance before the new guys who are scoring runs now are given a chance. So that is me. But what people who have got the power to select the selectors and the coaches and all, they have got their own viewpoint and they might be right in their thinking. And I can't blame the selection, but I really feel that just quoting this because of their averages and all that, there are a lot of players who have actually been very unlucky. And I would name Abhimanyu Ishwaran in that regard. He has not got a chance. He's got more runs and all. But selectors should always, stick to that propriety and timeline of cricket where a person who's been there should be given a chance to actually get a first hit at the things, and then if he fails, then because he's going to go back to the queue now, which is very unfair on somebody who's already done so much of work to reach here.
Right, Mr. Vasan, thank you so much for joining us here on NDTV with your insights on this. All right, we have some breaking news coming in on this same very story. Irfan Pathan has now taken to Twitter and he has shared his thoughts on this very story. He says, and I'm quoting him here, selectors and the coach management will always have a plan. Sometimes it might look wrong in the fans' eyes, but please don't twist things or create narratives that are not even close to the truth. Well, that's the tweet by Irfan Pathan, and it of course comes after Congress spokesperson Shama Mohamed took to Twitter and questioned Sarfaraz Khan's non-selection for the upcoming tournament, where she rather raised she rather raised a question and said that Sarfaraz Khan is not selected because of his surname, because his surname is Khan. And while BJP has also slammed the communal angle that the Congress party has given to this, latest coming in is that Irfan Pathan has taken to Twitter and he has said that sometimes it might look wrong in the fans' eyes, but please don't twist things or create narratives that are not even close to the truth. Well, India's chief selector Ajit Agarkar spoke on the key challenges for selectors while selecting a squad for the national team. Listen in to this exclusive reaction of India's chief selector during the NDTV World Summit.
But being the selector of Indian men's team, being chief selector, it's never easy because there are so many critics out there, especially with social media. One, obviously, some players who get left out, they are not happy. Their fan army is not happy. How do you deal with that amount of pressure? Because, we have so much of talent in our country. You select 15, equally capable 30 are sitting out. How do you deal with this pressure?
Yeah, I mean, if you pick 150 tomorrow, they'll still miss that one or two players who's not been picked in that, which is a good problem to have as a selector, that you have so many players to pick from. It improves the competition levels, the performance level stays high. With regards to, I mean, the sport is so popular in India, it's followed so widely that there are going to be people who will be critical of your decisions. The fan bases have increased multiple times over the last few years.
Absolutely.
Social media, I mean, the best way to do it is not read or listen to what's said about you, good or bad. And I've done that as a player because I didn't think it helped me. More so as a selector. Every now and then someone will still send you something. Because a lot of it, and we as selectors keep discussing amongst ourselves as well. Try and not read as much as you can. Every time you'll notice something. But you will never be able to do your job objectively if you start worrying about what X, Y, or Z. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. It's how it is.
But don't tell me that you haven't taken note of hashtags like Justice for Shreyas Iyer, Justice for Sanju Samson.
No, I haven't. I promise you. And because, I mean, I am on social media, but the presence is not there, especially after this job. I've made it a point not to, because it's a no-win situation as a selector. I mean, even as a coach or a captain of the team, it's because there are so many players to pick from, somebody will like the other player or that one player who's missing. So, no, better stay away from it. Five of us watch a lot of cricket through the course of the year. So we are watching each and every player, or as much as possible between the five of us, what they do through the course of the year, which a lot of people sitting here may not know. They might just look at 2 months of the IPL or a couple of tournaments and say that player deserves to be there. But there are other guys who've been doing just as much through the course of the year, and that only we know. But it's impossible to explain about every individual to people. So rather stay away from it. It's helped me. So whether there's a good thing said or a bad thing, doesn't really affect.
Fair enough.